No, when you home all day, no. Tell you something. When you home all day, you gotta get on the YouTube and it's the dirty section, right? And what does that mean, Joe? They
Listen, as a New York creator who's been in this space for a minute, I gotta break this down because the disrespect has gone too far. The tone shifted, the energy got reckless, and what started as slick talk quickly turned messy. Fat Joe's been taking shots at the dirty sector for a while now, non-stop, and it's no longer subtle. He's crossing lines, making over-the-top remarks, and leaving people asking, did he really just say that? Then Jadakiss stepped in. Salute to him, because he finally checked Joe and told him to fall back, letting it be known that those are his guys, and that still carries weight in this game. Some people want to see you win. Others block the door while holding all the keys. Now about the show Joe and Jada are running, let's be real. Nobody really asked for it. It feels forced. Joe keeps talking while Jada looks uncomfortable, pulling his hat down, trying not to listen. That said, the show did grow on viewers over time. Consistency helped people accept it. But truthfully, Jada with Styles or Chic Louch brings a more natural energy. The chemistry is real. The vibe fits better. Here's the heart of the issue. Things between Joe and the dirty sector are getting nasty. That line once meant opportunity, growth, and collaboration. Now it feels like a closed gate, with one guy sitting on all the keys. And while he blocks others, he fails to recognize talent right in front of him. Fat Joe wouldn't put anyone on if they ever opposed him once. Cross him and you're clipped. No position, no look, no chance. Meanwhile, the dirty sector is full of real talent, making real moves and money every day. Yet Joe uses his influence to distract from that, shutting down the next generation while still showing disrespect to grown men. Keep it real. He came from nothing, sure, but the difference is he had backing, connections, and corporate support. Others had to grind solo, building everything from the ground up. So yeah, the grind continues, the disrespect keeps building, and the situation isn't slowing down. The dirty sector keeps rising, the energy stays raw, and people are watching closely. Joe's actions only add fuel to the fire, and that's the reality of this whole space.
no, when you home all day, no. Tell you something. When you home all day, you gotta get on the YouTube and it's the dirty section, right? And what does that mean, Joe? They just talking shit about everybody, mother, father, they jumping in, they talking shit. They hate everybody, right? We call that shit AM radio. Good morning, Vietnam.
Recently, French Montana sat down for an interview with Max B, and I gotta say it straight. He tried to throw the dirty sector under the bus. He pushed this narrative that we were the ones calling Max B a rat. That is completely false, and anyone paying attention knows it. If you're watching the story unfold on YouTube, it's already out there for everyone to see. People saw Gina Thompson, his former partner, speak publicly, breaking down the whole situation, talking about his half-brother Post Sims, the paperwork, all that chaos. So the question is simple. Why didn't Joe address that directly? Why try to twist the story when the facts are already public?
Podcasts that actually have followers. A bunch of losers, bums that think they know shit, they critique, they never did a song, they this. The bums, the dirty section. So there's a king bum. There's a listen. There's a king of the dirty section. Yo, Jada, yo, listen, there's a king of the dirty section. He's been the king for a couple of years, right? You know, a type of nigga, we don't even let him know he lived, like he exists, right? You know, you just gotta be, word, he talking flagrant about everybody. The man go and announce he came up. Y'all came up. I'm gonna be in the FM dial. I'm gonna have a real podcast with real people backing them up. 1,000 podcasts, the dirty shit. They dragging this nigga through the mud. No, you can't leave the dirty section. Fuck that. Your mother's this. Your fuck. I never seen that, but he's the king of that. He started that shit. So they coming at him. When you see crabs in the barrel, the nigga trying to get out of the barrel, they keep pulling him. The dirty section. I've never seen it more in my life. They don't want this guy to come up. This is their man. This is the logo.
Yo,
They
logo.
don't want this man, the logo of the dirty section. He announced, yo, I got a real show. No, we can't say it. We can't give that. But
here's the thing. Instead of addressing the facts, he keeps pointing the finger at the dirty sector. And that's the move people need to clock. This isn't the first time he's done it. The second strike hits just as hard, and it's definitely not random. I don't know who his real issue is with over here or what exactly sparked it, but this feels calculated. It looks like he's trying to slow down momentum, weaken people already in position, block lanes, cut visibility, and act like what we do doesn't matter. And that looks bad on Joe. We don't make it to Netflix because dudes like you keep blocking lanes, plain and simple. I'm just calling it how it is. Everybody sees it. You don't play fair. Someone talks about you in a way you don't like, and suddenly their channel disappears. That's how you operate. That's exactly why I stayed quiet on Fat Joe for so long. One phone call, one push from your connections, and channels get clipped. That's the game on that side, ladies and gentlemen. And let's be honest, how do you never hear any dirt on his name when Vlad has 6 million subscribers and everybody is watching? That's facts. So tell me, you didn't see those Gina Conway interviews? You didn't see his brother posting paperwork all over the internet, exposing info about Max? Didn't see that? Then why didn't Fat Joe address it directly? Instead, he deflects, throws shade, and tries to block the shine of the people actually grinding. That's the real story, and everybody watching can see it.
part of YouTube that we call the dirty section, AM radio, is Good Morning Vietnam. I mean, talk about everybody.
I'm still trying to figure out what culture Fat Joe really claims to be part of, and I'm being dead serious. What scene do you actually represent? Because all I see is the blocking, the gatekeeping, the funny business. Let's keep it 100. You don't move to put others in position. You move to stay on top by yourself, and that energy never lasts. My G, I gotta be honest, when someone only looks out for themselves, violating everyone else along the way, it catches up. It's the dirty sector. Those moves don't get you to Netflix. They don't get you to the bag. That kind of run, it always expires. That selfish energy fades every single time. I'm not wishing anything. Life just handles it on its own. That's facts. At this point, this isn't about opinions anymore. It's just how the game works. And here's the kicker. This is the second time Fat Joe has spoken on the dirty sector. If we don't matter, if he doesn't even watch what's happening over here, why keep bringing us up? Stay alert, because this isn't random chatter. It's strategic. It's about discouraging people from rocking with us, paying attention to the progress that's really happening, and trying to slow momentum. That's the truth.
500 a month or some shit, right? Unfortunately, is really crabs in the barrel. You come out, you did 20 years. I never heard no dirt on your name. I never nothing.
A lot of us came up from this space and actually built something real. I know my own growth speaks for itself. It's way more in pocket change, and that's facts. Joe doesn't want us walking through that door because he's standing there holding all the keys. But it didn't stop there. Things got straight up disrespectful after that. He started talking wild, even inviting people to cross lines. That's when Jadakiss stepped in and checked him. Like Jada said, leave those dudes alone, man. Why you keep coming at them like that?
From the dirty section, trying to throw rumors on your name and all that. And this is the place to address that. And does it even bother you that it's a family member?
God got me right where he wanted me. After all I've been through, that time, and to get back here and doing what I'm doing, do it look like it bothers me?
No, not at all. It's just sad. I don't know if any other culture get down like that, like this. It ain't just you. I seen it with Big Meech.
Niggas be
You're literally doing the same thing you accuse others of doing. And that's why people need to really listen to what Jadakiss said. I respect Jada for stepping in and shutting that mess down the right way. That mattered, and everyone watching felt that. Now pay attention, because this part gets real uncomfortable. Things crossed a serious line when the talk started drifting toward family, and that's where I draw it. No debate. I heard Joe mention his mother, and let me be clear, I don't play with that. I don't agree with bringing anyone's parents or loved ones into the mix, ever, no matter how wild it gets online. That type of talk is straight up out of bounds.
when they don't get their way. When something don't work for them, they get disgruntled.
It's always disgruntled people. They're not here no more. And everybody think they in the wave. And then the minute you say, yo, you know what? This guy's not good for me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's lights out.
Yeah.
It's back to the roaches when you put the lights on and shit.
Listen, the dirty sector can get chaotic sometimes. Everybody knows that. But let's get one thing clear. I don't support disrespect toward family, period. That's not my lane, and I don't stand on it. Joe might be angry at someone specific, but he's taking it out on the whole sector, and that's foul. What he doesn't realize is moves like that usually backfire fast. We've seen it before. Same energy that happened with Math Hoffa. Pushback came quick. When you disrespect the dirty sector, people feel acknowledged, energized, and even more locked in. I don't know what logic Joe is using, but this approach is way out of pocket. The energy looks bad, the message looks messy, and the whole situation is uncomfortable to watch. This ain't it at all. Disrespect hits on a whole different level, and that's exactly what people are feeling. And you can see how crazy it gets. The moment someone pushes back at Fat Joe, suddenly your channel is at risk. Everybody sees the pattern. It's a lose-lose when he's holding the keys, setting the rules, and bringing the same industry playbook straight into podcasting. He can sit on his platform and talk reckless about people in the dirty sector, but the second someone checks him, boom, your channel is gone. I've watched this happen. People are just trying to get their bag, stay consistent, and build their lanes, but the pressure stays heavy. That's real talk. And this is exactly why I have major respect for Jadakiss. He's keeping it 100,000% real. You can tell he's tired of the same cycle, the same drama. Nobody's trying to disrespect him. We're just talking about stories as they come up. But now the moment you speak on Fat Joe, suddenly he's coming for your platform. That's money out your pocket, opportunity cut, your voice silenced. That's not accidental. He doesn't want anyone else rising. He doesn't want new voices gaining traction. That's reality, and I know this from being close to what's happening behind the scenes. Fat Joe has blocked people before, and he's still blocking people today. And that's why you gotta be careful. When someone talks about him, you're automatically in the crosshairs. You can't just throw energy back without thinking. If we respond the same way, where does that leave us? Sharp end of the blade, every single time. So yeah, the dirty sector is still here. We're grinding, we're building, we're moving. And people watching know the difference between respect and ego. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Tell me what you see. How are you supposed to maneuver when someone's out here openly disrespectful while calling out disrespect at the same time? That's the real tension, and that's the reality we're all watching unfold.
All right, I ain't going to diss back. Don't diss the dirty section no more.
Those my.
Okay, that's it. We move on. No more Aeon, no Good Morning Vietnam. Fuck you niggas and suck my dick, nigga. Don't diss the dirty section no more.
Those my.
Okay, that's it. We move on. No more Aeon, no Good Morning Vietnam. Fuck you niggas and suck my dick.
Because when someone holds all the keys, they start to feel untouchable. They say whatever they want, move however they want, and act like nothing even happened. That's why I respect Jadakiss for stepping up and making it clear, not everybody over here is about that type of behavior. We break down the news, my G. That's literally what we do. But let's keep it real. This looks out of pocket. is straight up nasty behavior by any standard. And we already know the move when it gets uncomfortable. It's never dialogue. It's the phone call. Who is this guy? Get him out of here. That's the playbook. I wish people would just be direct instead of playing games. Say names. Stand on it. Don't hide behind vague shots, especially when you're in a position like that. Right now, the whole dirty sector is getting painted with the same brush, even though a lot of us came up from real ground and earned our spot.
I'm gonna chill for Kiss.
You gotta leave the dirty section
Views.
alone.
No, they ain't the dirty section.
But I'm telling you, that the same thing you saying is what you doing to the dirty section.
No, fuck
Facts,
the dirty
Kiss.
section.
Let them get they back.
No, they call my
leave
mother
them
Leslie.
alone.
Fuck them. We not even talk. You want me to leave the dirty?
Yes.
All right, I'll leave them alone.
Let them get their
That's
back.
what you want me to.
I always respect where I came from, and as a man, I'm not about disrespecting others and then acting like it's all good afterward. That's foul. And then when someone checks you back, suddenly that's the problem. That's just how I see it. Jump in the comments and tell me what you think. Jadakiss checked Fat Joe and straight up told him, leave those guys alone. That moment mattered. Real respect. I don't know exactly what was said about Joe's mother, and I'm not speculating, but one thing is clear. He keeps dragging the dirty sector non-stop, and that makes you ask, why? Is it to stop people from rocking with us, seeing the talent here, or working alongside us? Because honestly, the era he keeps leaning on feels worn out to a lot of fans. People aren't asking for reruns. They want something fresh. And we all heard the talk about the French Montana situation, and that percentage is the same old industry mindset being dragged straight into podcasting. If you're about real breakdowns, subscribe to Drip Z. Hit that like button, share this video, drop a comment, and help this grow.